It was smooth sailing here for Olympic last week, who kicked off their campaign with a 4-0 victory. Meanwhile, the Northern Tigers wrestled back a point in last week's match of the round against Spirit.
Awesome. Let's hear something like loud if there's like a goal, you're getting upbeat.
Yeah, too easy. Dominikovic is in on goal here. Slots it through. 1-0. Sweet. It was smooth sailing here for Olympic last week, who kicked off their campaign with a 4-0 victory, whilst the Northern Tigers wrestled a point back in the last week's match of the round against the Spirit. Bo Clements with you here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel for round 2 action in the New South Wales NPL women's competition, live from Peter Moore Field in Belmore. Sydney Olympic coach Jeffrey Adams has an unchanged lineup from last week's 4-0 thrashing of the emerging Jets. Number 31, Sayaka Koyama in goal. A back four of number 2, Gabrielle Peak. Number 3, Ebony McHugh-Shaw. Number 4, Aya Yamahata. And number 8, Brianna Oliviero. A midfield four of a number 11, Rochelle Bormiero. Number 33, Marley Stanton. Number 25, Priya Skuriaraga. And number 13, Tari Baldana. Leading the line with a combined 3 goals last week. Number 17, Maxine Peak. And number 9, Demi Kulazakis. On the bench, number 20, Susanna Benry-Smith. Number 43, Amy Altman. Number 26, Erin Diavatotis. Number 5, Danielle Rothstein. And number 6, Lacey Bowling. For the Northern Tigers, 2 changes made in midfield, with number 31, Amy Hall in goal. And number 15, Abby Middleton. Number 4, Isabella Keach. Number 5, Jessie Werapari. Number 3, Ella Gatorna. Number 13, Amira Makunja. Number 12, Saffron Grass. Number 14, Beth Bernardi. Number 18, Nicola Dimanakovic. Number 10, Amy Hislop. And number 11, Lily McMahon. On the bench, number 35, Cara Harris. Number 9, Isla Witham. Number 1, Jodie Drever. Number 8, Jade McTonalmy. Number 16, Olivia Cartwright. And number 26, Phoebe Riley. Our officials for today: in the middle of the park, Harriet G. Our assistant referee 1, Isabella Vritkovsky. And number 2, Rodrigo Martins. So be sure to expect end-to-end football in this one. 8 goals in their combined fixtures last week, with Olympic taking the foot off the pedal in the 27th minute after putting 4 in the back of the emerging Jets goal. Meanwhile, it was the Northern Tigers with 2 late goals in the final 15 minutes, with Amira Makunja in the 91st picking up a point for the home side against the Spirit. No doubt that's played a massive part in Finn Jarity giving her the nod this week. As well, Beth Bernardi coming off the bench last week has earned a starting spot today. So it'll be home side Olympic running left to right on your screen and kicking off. So Peak and Kulazakis get us off underway, and same kickoff strategy as last week, going straight to that left-hand side of Borromeo. A similar result, as well as Tigers held possession but dispossessed just as quickly. Hall, who looked to play out from the back. Quite a relatively flat Peter Moore Field here in Belmore. That's Peak here on the ball. Not too much to deal with last week. Borromeo drive down the left-hand side, peak. And a bit of a scuffle. Flicks the ball off. It's Borromeo on touchline. Back to peak on the edge of the area. Look to set up Skuriaraga, who's caught in two minds there. Delivery set to Koulizakis and put away. Easy as you like it. And the home side take the lead in the opening 3 minutes of the match. It was a delightful ball that found the head of Olympics' leading goal scorer, now with 3 in 2 matches. And Jeffrey Abraham's side picking up where they left off last week and opening the door early. So now how will Finn Geraghty's side answer to this? They look to go long themselves off the kickoff, but similar outcome as Marley Stanton looks to build out from the back. It's picked out by the Tigers. Lilig McMahon drifting in, finding Hislop just on the edge of the area. As she looks to beat out Peak, being triple teamed at the moment. Gatorna just loses her footing there, and it's picked up by Olympic. McMahon trying to get a little flick on Yamahata, reading that well. It's again here with Dominikovic, the late goal scorer from last week. And Olympic just doing enough to see it out for now. It's Koulizakis, the goal scorer, who thumps this another 30 yards up the field. Kept in play by her strike partner. Skuriaraga looks to find the switch over to Stanton. Stanton down the line to her fullback, who's made an excellent run down to the byline. Looks to put a cross in and challenge the keeper. Amy Hall just with a sun in her eyes, able to collect. And the ball from the Tigers defense, not with enough weight on it, collected by Koulizakis. Back now with Peak. Out to Stanton on this near side. Cuts into Koulizakis, who goes to ground. Fouled there by Gatorna, so it'll be a outswinger. And you'd think with the aerial threat that she poses, you'd expect Demi Koulizakis to be looking to get on the end of this one, in fact. Slight crosswind here at Petermore. See if that has any impact on this delivery. To the back post goes Koulizakis. Put back in by Oliviero. And Koulizakis on the edge of the area with a fantastic volley. And I did say, I thought she'd get on the end of it. And does she do that with some style? Beautiful off the laces into the far corner. And the hosts now with a strong 2-0 lead. Beautiful piece of skill by Koulizakis. Unfortunate not to keep the ball. Grass with the throw, looking for Hislop, who's gotten on the wrong side of Peak. Beautiful ball to the back post, and Amira Makunja unable to get on the end of it. Recollects with the follow-up effort. Down the line for Bernardi. And wins the corner for the Tigers. Delivery onto the penalty spot. Peak sends that one clear for Olympic. Jesse Wirapari looking for Hislop. Yamahata cutting that out. So you can certainly see a bit more frantic play by the Tigers and a bit more settled bit of football from the home side. Of course, the 2-goal lead will certainly go a long way in helping that. Bernardi just sends it back to her centre half, Keach. Borromeo hot on the heels of Middleton. Collects the loose touch. And looked to find the overlapping run of Oliviero. Skuriaraga now on the half turn. Clips it across the Staten. Just lost her footing there, and Gatorno collects. Dominikovic loses out there to Skuriaraga. And a clipped in ball to Peak. Unable to find Koulizakis. The Tigers persisting with the building out from the back. Wirapari out to Keach, who's looked to find the run of Lily McMahon. The header flicked on to Dominikovic. Grass shields the ball off away from Koulizakis and delivered a dangerous ball to the edge of the area, but dealt with by the hosts. And Wirapari just asked a question or two of Koyama in goal. The wind doing just enough to hold that one up for the goalkeeper. Grass looking to put the pressure on Skuriaraga. Koulizakis now with the ball over the top. Ball just sees that one back into her area. Olympic happy to just sit and watch for Tigers to make their move. Makunja brought down by Oliviero. Parry will look to deliver into the area. Borromeo. Laying it off to Baldana. A switch across, unable to find Stanton. It's picked up by Grass. Peak looking to find Stanton, just too much on it. This right-hand side certainly looking the dangerous one of the two for the Olympic side. Makunja looking to come in, but Oliviero's had her number thus far. Yamahara out to Stanton. Oliviero's effort collected by Hall. Hall under not a whole lot of pressure. Sends that one out. It's Koulazakis beats off Gatorno. Looks to play Peak. Keach blocking that one out. So it'll be Olympic corner. Koulazakis with the outswinger to the back post. There's a strike partner, Peak, getting on the end of that one. Unable to get over the ball. Olympic looking to put the high press on the Tigers. Stanton pressing Warapari. Tigers get away with that one. It'll be a goal kick. Keach being pressed by Peak. And Hall put under pressure by both strikers. Is forced to clear it, but only as far as Stanton. Baldana's pass goes astray. Tigers living on the edge here. her into Boldana. Yamahata. Stanton just looking to be a bit cheeky with McMahon held up there. And an easy tap in for Amy Hislop. Sayaka Kiyama conceding her first goal of the season. All on her own doing. Tigers who have offered not much more of a whisper. Now have halved the deficit. Stanton looking to drive into the byline. Looking to answer back straight away. Peak. Wrestled out by McMahon. Dominikovic. Yamahata. Tussling there. Dominikovic looking to get the header onto Hislop. Called offside there. Could so have nearly seen this game drawn level in a matter of minutes. And unforced there by Gabrielle Peak, putting that one over the side. Keach back to Hall. Again, overhits the pass out to her fullback. Koulazakis out to Stanton. Just let the deflection go out over the side. Boldana. Back to Yamahata. McHugh Shaw out to Oliverio, who's danced her way into midfield. Scoriaraga finds her winger in Stanton. Intercepted there by Bernardi and wins the foul for her troubles. Two played there by Keach and Hall, and Keach immediately looking to go over the top for Hislop. Yamahata back to Koyama. Clears the ball on this occasion. It's Peak on the half turn. Lays it off to Stanton. Unable to find her sister up front. As Makunja has caught the goalkeeper out in no man's land. And an easy tap in. And we are level. Amira Makunja with her second of the campaign. And Koyama again caught out in the middle of nowhere. Koulazakis has called in her troops. To try to turn this ship back around. She looks to go straight away on the attack, but Tigers playing with a bit more confidence here. And Harriet G calling a handball 30 yards out. So it'll be Koulazakis from 30 yards. Would sure like her odds from this range. It's clipped into the back post. Borromeo with a tame effort in the end. Picked up by Hall. McMahon to Dominikovic. Stanton forcing the throw. Koulazakis holds it up well. Skuriaraga looks to shift the ball left. Oliviero back inside to Baldama. Unable to get on the end of it, and McMahon can now drive. Put a ball in over the top for Dominikovic. And with an audacious effort, just edges left of the post. Held our breath there for what felt like forever. And Koyama can breathe a sigh of relief as we'll head to a drinks break. So it'll be Koyama to get us back underway. Welcome if you are just joining us. Bo Clements with you here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. As Olympic, who took an early 2-goal lead, the brace from Demi Koulazakis, goals coming in the 2nd and 6th minute. It's been the Olympic goalkeeper, Sayaka Koyama, caught in no man's land on 2 occasions. Amy Hislop getting A goal in the 17th minute. It was Amira Makunja just 4 minutes later in the 21st to level it here. As Warapauri with a less than favourable delivery. Cleared out an Olympic now. Can break as Borromeo holds it up, looking to find the run of Maxine Peak. It's dealt with by the Tigers. Koulazakis. Heavy on the contact there, but be ruled as a goal kick for the Tigers. Middleton's ball read by Yamahata. And she too might be caught in no man's land as Makunja finds her way down the right touchline and drifts in. Still with it now and lays it off to McMahon. Grass nearly pinched there by the two Olympic forwards. Keach switches it over to Gatorna. The ball over the top looking for Hislop. Brought down by Yamahata. And McMahon's touch does just enough to win it back for the Tigers. Dominikovic in a wrestle here in the box. And drifts one across. And just batters back into play off the post. Olympic coach Jeffrey Abrahams must be pulling his hair out on the touchline. Could so very well be 4-2 down as the ball's kissed both sides of the post in the last 5 minutes. Hislop. A little step over, looking to lose the run of Ebony McHugh. Shaw still with it now as Hislop. A few hacks at the ankles and drifts it across, looking for Makunja, who'd come in a bit too short. And her effort well wide in the end. Looks like the message from Finn Jarrity is to cut out the building out from the back and just play a bit of Route 1 football. Hislop certainly getting the better of Yamahata and McHugh Shaw with the height advantage. As Tigers now look to find their way into the Olympic box, but it was dealt with by Gabrielle Peak. Bodana blocked out by McMahon. Cuts in, finds Hislop. Koulazakis looking to drop in and build with Stanton, unable to do so. Suriraga laying it off to McHugh Shaw. Nine Tigers behind the ball now as Olympic just forced to go sideways and backwards. And Koulazakis has found herself onside here for a hat-trick. And batted out on the line. Hall left one-on-one with Kulizakis and stood strong. Able to scramble that one off the line. Borromeo looking to play the 1-2 with her fullback. Dancing on the edge of the area, and Borromeo now. Straight into the gloves of Hall. Shaw just following Hislop into midfield and winning the ball back for the home side. Stanton drifting past McMahon, but unable to find Kulizakis. Gatorno's heavy touch, those beaten out. And Kulizakis going to ground. Referee playing on. McMahon now. Keach out wide to Middleton. Clipped on by Dominikovic, and Makunja can drift into the box. And looking for Hislop, but it was read well by Aya Yamahata. Grass blocking up Borromeo, but on the second attempt finds McHugh Shaw. Beautifully picked out there by Gatorna. Stanton still in the fight, comes away with it. Drives to the byline and cuts across. It's cut out by Verapowri. Waldana puts it back in the mix. And Bernardi fires it out to Hislop. Just rolls her foot over the ball with it. Able to hold on. Keach out to Gatorna on this near left-hand side. Yamahata back to Koyama. Sends that one clear. So being put under some unnecessary pressure earlier, gifting the first goal for Amy Hislop. Verapowri looking to find the flick on of Grass, but only finds a blue shirt in the end, and Grass from 30 yards out into the palms of Sayaka Koyama. Just looking to test the keeper's confidence perhaps. Stanton able to keep that one in. Into the feet of Keach. A heavy touch of McHugh Shaw picked up by Hislop, who has an effort on the edge of the area. That too into the hands of Koyama. Oliviero with another heavy touch. And the chances are coming thick and fast here for the visitors. It's Peak. Beats out McMahon there to the ball. Kulizakis dropping in. So Peak winning out in the end. Kulizakis able to turn and find Skriaraga. Boldana. That was Peak looking to get in behind, cut out by the Tigers. Skriaraga was holding, waiting for Liviero's run, which never came. Hislop able to hold off McHugh-Shaw and win the throw for the visitors. Certainly a battle of the nines in this opening half between Koulizakis and Hislop. Dominikovic looks to fire one into the box. Peak straight into Hislop. Grass floats one into the area. Koulizakis drops back to pick that one up. Stanton again with Koulizakis. Switches it out to her fullback. Oliviero cutting in. Yamahata put under pressure by Dominikovic. Peak into Boldana. And Stanton here finds Maxine Peak, who drifts one across and puts it in the top corner. And Olympic, they don't do boring goals here. As the hosts retake the lead. And a similar story to last week. 2 for Koulizakis, 1 for Maxine Peak. Just over 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Peak on the half turn, switches the play. Stanton clips it in to the near post. Rescued by Hall. Middleton firing it long. Okunja not home to collect that one, so it'll be Olympic. We'll look to see this one out. Take the lead into the change rooms at halftime. Certainly plenty to be said on both sides. Lots of fantastic attacking football here at Peter Moore. Hall, a beautiful ball, finding McMahon. Grass into the feet of Hislop. Yamahata putting just enough pressure on. Dominikovic. McMahon, now Grass. Giving away the ball to Peak. Her heavy touch rescued by Isabella Keach in the end. Tigers getting a bit nervy. Only a few minutes left to play in this first half. Makunja losing out to Borromeo. Skriaraga looking for the run of Stanton on the right wing. Recollects the possession. Stanton stands up Lily McMahon. Koulizakis feeds her down the line once more. Koulizakis on the edge of the area. Dances past two. Clips it to the back post. Borromeo heads it wide to Oliviero. Makunja coming away with it. Dominikovic able to hold on there. But didn't see Hislop shifting over. Sent it back where she came from. Stanton sandwiched there and dispossessed. Koulizakis filling in at left back, right back, sorry. Rapari looking for Hislop. Dealt with by Peak. Borromeo on the center circle. Peak, now Baldana. Just holds it on. Koulizakis. Finds Stanton, who's drifted inside. Keach with it. Bernardi brought down. Play on, says the referee. Grass winning it back off Borromeo. Middleton looks to deliver one onto the area. Makunja able to get on the end of it, but nothing more. Koyama sends it upfield looking for Koulizakis. Katorno put under pressure and forced to send it out for a throw. Koulizakis doing well to hold off Katorno and finds Borromeo in the area. And Middleton coming across quick to get her body in the way. Koulizakis with some delightful deliveries in this first half and able to get on the end of some herself. Koulizakis to the back post. There's a force to Yamahata. Always an awkward bounce there. That'll be half time. 5 goals in this first half with plenty more sure to come. Half time here at Petermore Field. It's Olympic 3, Northern Tigers 2. Welcome back here to Peter Moore Field for round 2 of the NPL New South Wales women's competition. As Sydney Olympic find themselves 1 goal to the good, 3 goals to 2 against the Northern Tigers. Well, you'd have to say it's really been Olympic creating 5 of the goals. The Olympic keeper, Sayaka Koyama, passing the ball to Northern Tigers striker Amy Hislop and being caught in no man's land for Amira Makunja's goal. On the other side of the field though, Olympic, what a few goals we've seen between Maxine Peake and Demi Koulazakis. As I said before, no boring goals here. Top corners, volleys. Take your pick and the girls will deliver. So no changes made by either side at halftime. Jeffrey Abrahams and Finn Gerrity probably just sending a message of tighten things up at the back, please. It's Yamahata looks to fire it over to her skipper, Brianna Oliviero. Still able to hold on to the ball as Priya Skriaraga looks to find Maxine Peake, and it was Rochelle Borromeo sort of caught in 2 minds as to whether stay or go, and finds the 1-2 and Peake. For the first time of asking, curls her effort straight into the gloves of Amy Hall, who had plenty to do in the first half. As I mentioned before, it was relatively quiet, this fixture, up until Sayaka Koyama gave that ball up to Amy Hislop. Peake looking to play the reverse pass to Koulazakis, who's beaten Hall and drifts it over the bar. And she'll know better than anyone that she should have tucked that one away. Done the hard bit of staying on side and rounding Amy Hall, but just put off balance. I believe it was Keach who had kept up with her. Keach playing the 1-2 with Middleton. Peake putting her under pressure, and Tigers so far so good. Grass just hobbling around a little bit in the backfield. McMahon getting the better of Peake, but Yamahata clears it and has gone down to grounds here for a bit of late contact. Yamahata back on her feet. Tigers throwing it back into Peake. And Hislop dancing through the Olympic midfield. And McMahon well wide of the near post there. Man pressing. Stanton keeping it in this back corner for now. The shadows just starting to creep in on this right side of the field. Grass laying it off for Bernardi. It's picked up by who else but Kulazakis and Makunja. Winning the ball back, but again, Kulazakis there. Oliviero drifting inside now. Bernardi getting her body in the way. Kulazakis plays in behind Maxine Peak. Laying it off to her skipper. And Amira Makunja just stifling that one out. Tigers put under pressure. Askuriaraga. Drifts inside to Baldana. Askuriaraga again on the ball here. Looking for the run of Stanton. Borromeo beating out Werapari and putting it just over the crossbar. An Olympics showing their intentions in the opening 10 minutes of this second half. Keach out to Middleton. In fact, it's Gatorna who's switched sides this half. He's caught out on the touchline. Yamahata to Peak. Back again. Being put under pressure by Hislop. Stanton able to beat out McMahon, but Grass in the way to intercept. Kulazakis getting the better of Hislop there. And Oliviero now can deliver a ball into the back post. And Verapari doing wonderfully there. Just to put that one out for a corner, knowing Maxine Peak was lurking on the outside shoulder. Certainly significant trait of both of these Olympic strikers. Being able to operate in both channels and off the outside shoulder. It's Kulazakis. Delivers it to the back post. And it's put in the back of the net. With a commanding header by Ebony McHugh-Shaw. And Olympic restore their 2-goal lead. And they'll hope this time it remains intact. So it took a bit longer than the 27 minutes of last week, but Olympic have put another 4 goals on the score sheet this week. And again, another late challenge on Yamahata. Tigers just starting to let a bit of frustration creep into their game. McMahon beaten out by Koulizakis. Peak finding her sister. And a beautiful ball by Baldana looking for Oliviero, who wrestles Gatorna to the ground. And a let off here for the Tigers. Tigers get it back underway, building up from the back as they started the match off with. And again, it's led to the same outcome. Olympics press just suffocating at the moment as Maxime Peak lays off Baldana. Straight into the gloves of Hall. Stanton fires it inside. Koulizakis is laid off by Maxime Peak, and the through ball unable to find its way through. So it looks like Olympic will be the first ones to go to their bench, and will be number 33, Marley Stanton, who makes way for number 6 of Lacey Bowling. Makunja did wonderfully there. The skipper, Oliviero, certainly been put up to the task here against Amira Makunja. Let off here for the Tigers. Borromeo concedes the foul. Farapori sends this one long. Looking to find Makunja and Hislop. Just getting in the back of McHugh Shaw and winning the ball back for the throw. Bernardi switching it to Grass. Back to McMahon. Snuffed out for now, but it's Grass who clips it into the area. And Borromeo now can break. And that's snuffed out by the Tigers skipper, McMahon. He's come all the way from left wing to block that one out. Yamahata Back to Koyama, who's looked to settle those nerves of the opening 25 minutes. Yamahata into the feet of Maxine Peak. Has found Lacey Bowling out on her own, who holds it up and looks to deliver a ball in, but it's blocked out by Middleton. The Peak sisters combined. Skriaraga forced back to Yamahata. McHugh Shaw sent for a trip down to the far corner. And Gatorna stayed down after that challenge. Not the first time this half, so could perhaps be the last we see of her today. Kulizakis to swing this one in. Looking for a repeat of the last corner. It's for Skriariga. An effort well wide of the target, but worth a shot. As Tigers will look to make a double change to look to turn this one around. As Jesse Werapari comes off for Cara Harris. Cara Harris will slot in at right back. Just wait to get confirmation on the other substitute. Looks like Tigers have shifted to a back three with Keach in the middle and Harrison Middleton on either side. As Peak looks to have an effort from 25 out. Oliviero winning out. They're unchallenged. Stifling that one out. And the header out to Bernardi. Collected by Kulizakis. I think I can comfortably say he's run about twice as much as the next furthest runner in this game. Oliviero into the legs of the referee. So Eligatorna, the other player for the Tigers who's made her way off, and it's number 8, Jade Makatamni, who's come into midfield to replace her. And now Beth Bernardi making her way from the field for the Tigers. So Finn Jarrity not afraid to throw everything at it. There's number 16, Olivia Cartwright, has come on to play in the holding midfield role. Not afraid to have a pop from range either herself. Bowling, looking to get the better of Middleton. Stood strong and sent it out for a corner. Zarkis swings it to the back post for Yamahata. And it's blocked by Keach, but again with Yamahata, who looks to clip it to the back post. And it's scrambled and cleared in the ends by the Tigers. Skuriaraga back out to Kulazakis. Bowling brought down, but referee says legally. So it'll be another corner. Kulazakis doing well just to drop it right on the back post. Asking a few questions of the goalkeeper. They've found that way again. And McHugh Shaw, no stranger to this position, unable to get over the ball this time. Harris unable to keep that one in, so it'll be Oliviero with the throw. To Kulazakis. Borromeo drifting inwards. Shifting it across to Skuriaraga. Clipping it over, looking for Bowling. And Middleton forced to stab that one out for another corner. Bowling back out to Kulazakis. Delivery on the left foot to the back post. And McHugh Shaw. It was offside, but all on her lonesome, flashing that one wide. All looking to catch up. Oliviero out of position. Skipper trapping back. Referee Harriet G will call 3/4 time. So Tigers, although trailing 2 goals, certainly not out of this just yet. Olympic showing a lot more promise in the final third. In fact, being in the final third, not familiar territory for the Tigers in this second half. Harriet G calls the players back out for the final 22 minutes. Kunja doing well to turn Borromeo. And playing the 1-2 with Hislop. Hugh Shaw just thinking enough to cut that one out. Borromeo back to her skipper. Olympic doing well in these tight spaces, just building small little triangles. It'll be Tara Baldana's number, who's called by Jeffrey Abrahams. She'll be replaced by number 5, Danielle Rostein. Kunja able to keep that one in. Harris back to Keach. Goes long looking for Dominikovic. Yamahata. The short clearance. Dominikovic recollected. Makunja getting the better of Koulazakis. Borromeo able to come away with the ball there. Winning the foul for good measure. Bringing bowling to ground there. Still no cards with 20 minutes left to play here. Delivered to the edge of the area, McHugh Shaw to Koulazakis. Drives to the byline and cuts it back. Edge of the area is Borromeo. Just tried a bit too much there. Nakatamni putting that one out. Koulazakis looks to just sit this one in the corner. Crosses picked up by Keach. Down the line goes Hislop. Just stabbed out by Yamahata. Oliviero at the line looking for Koulazakis. Makunja into the path of Dominikovic. McMahon on the byline. Goes to ground it. Harriet G waves play on. too sure. Clears that one. And handball. Pulled back for Daniela Rostin. Keach looks to float one into the area. It's fallen now to Cara Harris. Who's triple teamed on the edge of the area. Rustine wins the ball back, but gives it away just as quickly. And Dominikovic having a pop from range and has gone to ground. Able to continue though. Koyama goes long, headed by Harris. It's getting a bit scrappy in this last 5 minutes as Hislop can maybe add a third here for the Tigers, who's drifted inside, lays it off. And the hard work of Amy Hislop goes unfinished. Jade McAtamany fires that one almost into Belmore. Zakis again, strong in the air, winning the flick on. Borromeo brought to ground. Ball ends up back in Tigers' favour. Keach looking for the run there of McMahon. Winning the ball back for the Tigers. And Rustine now feeding it through. It's dropped to Koulazakis. Laying it off to Oliverio. Keach just doing the smart thing and putting that one out over the sideline. Meantime, Amy Altman has made her way onto the field, replacing Maxine Peak for Olympic. Koulazakis still in the thick of it as her skipper drifts inside. Bowling. Snuffed out by Grass. Gabrielle Peak just getting a toe in and winning the ball back. Plenty of tired legs out on the field at this stage. Yamahata. Skriaraga unable to keep that one in. So still plenty of time left for either side. As Makunja lines up Oliviero manages to find the ball inside. The effort from Olivia Cartwright. Well wide of the post in the end. Raga put under pressure there by McTammany. And Altman sent off to the races to try to chase down that one. Olympic happy to sit on this 2-goal lead. Koulazakis looks to clip one over the top for Altman. Keach, who's certainly stood strong today for this Tigers back line. Finds the same fate as Gatorna did earlier in this second half. Just finding the ball roll over the side. So Mira Makunja take from the field, no late goal for her today. And Saffron Grass, she too will take from the field as the number 26 of Phoebe Riley and the number 9 of Isla Witham will come on to try to salvage something from this game. Koulazakis splitting the defense into Borromeo, who twists and turns and back to Koulazakis. Lobs it out for a goal kick. Sent back upfield by McHugh Shaw. And Keach, he's left it behind for Altman. Did well there to wrestle that one back. And Yamahata looking to put a bit more control on it, but happy to just send it over the side for now. Dominikovic putting it across to the near post. And Olivia Cartwright, in the end, collected by Koyama. You'd have to say, apart from being a bit positionally naive, has done well with controlling the ball in the area. Olympic break away now. Amy Hall being called out to clear. Borromeo to Bowling. Peak playing the 1-2 with Rustine. Delivering one across the face. Koulazakis unable to get on the end of it. Collects it on the edge of the area anyway. Altman blocked in the end. And Yamahata wrestling the ball free. Jade McAtamney. The finish not to manage, not to match. Cartwright switches it for Tigers. Not long left. Just under 5 minutes left to play of regular time. An Olympic you would think have done enough, but don't write the Tigers out just yet. Cartwright. Forwards a ground by Koulizakis. Referee waves play on. Skriaraga looks to go wide, looking for Rutstein. Ball into McMahon. And Harris doing just enough to shield away Altman. Hislop with a poor touch, but it's recovered by Cartwright. McHugh-Shaw blocked by Riley. Yamahata on the second clearance, able to put that one out. Riley into Dominikovic. Across the face. McMahon unable to win out there. Hislop still holding the ball with 3 and 4 Olympic shirts on her, and that's a very late challenge by Lily McMahon. And the Tigers skipper will be the first card of the afternoon. Shaw reading that ball through by Makatamani well. Hall now looking to go long. Yamahata's header. Enough for now for Olympic. Is with them. Blocks out Skriaraga's attempts. Just shy of stoppage time now. Yamahata clearing it only as far as Makatamani. Skriaraga. Nowhere to go each way. Dominikovic wrestling out the ball there and wins a corner for the Tigers. So Makatamani will swing this one in for the Tigers. Everyone but the goalkeeper in the box here. To the front post it goes. Put out for another corner. Suspect a few minutes of stoppage time. That injury for Gatorna. It's delivered to the back post on this occasion for Hislop. And it's laid back to Riley, who gets under it. But another touch made. So it'll be Olivia Cartwright deliver the in-swinger from the right side this time. Driven low across the face. McMahon unable to get there at the front post. And Altman clearing it. McMahon, heavy touch. Altman able to beat out Harris. And Rutstein brought to ground. Middleton finding his lob. And Peak doing superb there to outmuscle Amy Hislop. You would think that should see Olympic home. It's Olympic. We'll go top of the table with 6 points from 6. Koyama, quick off her line there to collect. Just ensure no questions asked about the result here today. Cartwright brought down, 25 yards out. And what will probably be one of the last kicks of the game. Tigers skipper Lily McMahon taking charge. Over the wall it goes, and just over the crossbar as well. The game all but done now. Cartwright getting on the end of it. Kulizakis almost taking out her own teammate there, eager to just get the ball out. Oliviero putting in a clearance. Full time here at Peter Moore Field. Sydney Olympic 4, Northern Tigers 2. Commanding performance by Demi Kulizakis and her team as they go top of the table of the New South Wales NPL women's competition. Thanks for joining us.